Let's talk brand. You're a marketing guy.
Sure.
Let's talk about the brand, what it stands for. First of all, the tagline or the mantra, which is phenomenal. Share that with everybody. What is it?
Shave time, shave money.
That's awesome. That's just awesome. That really, I mean, if you can come down to like 3 or 4 words that captures your business instantly, you're onto something. And then define the brand and who's your customer.
Well, our customer surprisingly is everybody. And that's not to say that that's what we think of when we when we make new creative or when we think about new products. I mean, the company is very much designed for men ages 25 to 50, so to speak. But that's who we build our products for. The new products which we'll be launching, and that's who we think of in our mind when we write creative and build the site, new pages, etc. But we have 70-year-old women who are our customer. We have kids in high school that are our customers, and that is one thing that you just really couldn't have planned for either, was the universality, and we're really fortunate that this happened. This is not something that we planned for. The universality of how this brand resonates and how that video resonated across generations. My grandmother, who's 95 and uses the web, which is a miracle in and of itself, loved the video, but she loved it because I'm in the video, probably. She's like, whenever I miss you, I watch your video, which is heartbreaking and terrifying. But she showed it to her friends who are 70, and they would say that's incredible, and they would laugh, and it's that person, and then it's people like you and me and everybody, and that's incredible. So it's
so not just sort of age-wise, but psychographically, who's your core customer? I mean, what do they think? What do they, are they label lickers? Do they need brands? Are they value driven? I mean,
yeah. So we don't spend a ton of time on psychographics necessarily. We look at problems that exist, and we say, how are we going to solve those problems? Number one problem was expensive razors. And the primitive experience of going to the store to buy them. We came up with a solution for that, and in that regard, we say our customer is anybody that wants to buy razors or that is frustrated with that. As we go into new products, and I can't unfortunately talk about it here just yet, but as we look at other products, what's the problem with the products as they exist right now? How do we fix that? I would say when I think of the person in my mind that we're trying to reach and satisfy, it is probably a 28 to 30-year-old guy who has a good job, and he's starting to form opinions about the things he really likes to buy, clothing-wise, food-wise, how he likes to travel, and it doesn't necessarily matter what those choices are, whether he likes to go to Cancun and drink out of fish bowls, or whether he likes to go to Lake Como in Italy and drink a rosé. It doesn't matter. It's that the stage of life where they are starting to really say, you know what, I really like this, I really like that, and it's that. Look, we all know who we are at a very young age, but it's when you're in your mid-20s that you start to have a little bit of money, and you're like, holy shit, I can buy stuff. I don't have to ask for money anymore, or I don't have to take a loan out anymore, and that's when you really start to kind of discover. That's when I first started to discover what I really liked to do, travel-wise, clothing-wise, etc., because I could actually afford those stuff. And before that, I was operating off, a budget because I was, I had loans and things like that. So it's more about that mindset and that person that's in that stage of their life that I think about when we think about brand and product.